Hello, this is Roger from Agnostic Front.
Hi, I'm Lauren from The Measure.
This is Mike here.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate from Banner Pilot.
Hi, this is Brian McDowell from Black Flag.
This is McDermott from The Bouncing Souls.
Rod from Nobody's Hero.
This is Johnny from Old Man Markley.
Hey, folks, this is Ron, Jeremy.
This is John from The Dopamines.
This is Roger from Less Than Jake.
This is Justin from Chinese Telephones.
This is Vic from Static Radio. You're listening to LoudFastShitty.com.
LoudFastShitty.com.
LoudFastShitty.com. LoudFastShitty.com.
LoudFastShitty.com. It's the best website in the world. It's even better than Google and Yahoo.
Oh, yeah, man. Back in the day when live shows were the thing to do. Here we are, man. It's episode number 390, loudfastshitty.com. I'm Bob Noxious. I got Erawk over here. He's hanging out, my co-host, once again.
That's right.
And then we got Rob and Fozzy from the J.P.P, the Jim Parsons Project.
Howdy.
What's up, fellas?
How you guys doing?
Hey, man, we're just trying to survive, right?
That's all we're all trying to do right now. Fucking quarantine.
It's another quarantine edition. You know, yeah, we've been pounding these things out like the beers that we throw down. Let's just keep on doing some, LFS episodes, man, because everyone wants to hear what's going on with the J.P.P. So, dudes,
right.
you got some new music that's coming out, man. So I guess we got a lot to catch up on over the next hour or so. Tell me about what's been going on with the band just since the last time I saw you. How long's that been? Probably a year, right?
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. We had, I think the last time we were out on the radio station was for our last single, EP, the One-Eyed Willie. And it had the two cover songs, Holiday in Cambodia and Running Down a Dream. Since then, we've gotten back in the studio. We've recorded 6 new songs. We've gotten a couple new covers out there just now with a brand new single called Order 66. The single is called Execute Order 66. It's available on Bandcamp. We have a Bandcamp set up now. And it's all over the streaming sites, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, all those places.
That means we're probably going to get shut down for playing it tonight. But hey, it is what it is, right?
That's right.
We've been having issues with playing copyrighted material, even though we're playing Yeah, friends of ours, music, and people that we actually know, and we actually have their permission to play the stuff, whatever it is. And, you know, the Facebook bots, they want to shut it down. So it's a challenge.
It's crazy. They're just trying to do their damn job, stupid little bots. But I actually got shut down for putting our logo on my debit card from Wells Fargo because of copyright issue. And they're like, oh, you can contact them and email and all. I'm like, I don't fucking feel like doing all that for a fucking debit card. Whatever. I'll just keep my standard piece of shit card.
So you got 6 new songs. What are you doing with them as far as releasing them? Is it going to be digital only? Are you going to put out any vinyl or CDs? What's the plan? Tapes?
Vinyls would be badass if we had the money. Unfortunately, we do not have the money. So we will be doing a CD release for the full album. That will be later this year in October. It's going to be called the Red Alert album. It'll have all 6 of the songs we just recorded, 2 songs we recorded in a previous session. It'll be cool. I think it's the best one we've done so far out of any of our shit. And I mean, not that that's a very high bar to get over, you know, let's be real, but you know, hey, I dig it more than the previous shit, so that's cool.
From what I've heard, and Erawk may have more than I do, but the stuff that I've heard so far is really, really good, man. I'm not just saying that because we're friends. I mean, I can hear the songwriting, how you guys have progressed over the years, and what kind of lyrical content do you have in these 6 tracks? What are we talking about here in life?
Oh, let's see. We got songs about depression, songs about wanting to kill people. What else is on there?
Let's see. A very good tribute to an 80s movie, Over the Top, with Sylvester Stallone.
I was going to call him Rocky. That's what was coming to my head. But yeah, Sly.
It's the Ballad of Lincoln Hawk. And we watched Over the Top at my house one day, and lyrics came to me, and we wrote a whole song off it. It came together in like 2 weeks, maybe.
You guys got pumped up.
Oh, yeah.
So is it a song about arm wrestling? Because that's what Over the Top was, right?
Yeah. That basically is about arm wrestling. It's about his journey through the movie, minus the kid, because without the kid, the movie would have been much better.
Which is a lot of movies. Let's be real about it, right?
I know.
Or at least when you're going to the movies.
Most of why it sounds so good, though, is the studio we go to. We go out to Nick in Port St. Lucie to Thunderhouse Studio, and he pretty much takes care of us. He makes it sound exactly like we want it to sound, or we think it should sound. And he takes a lot of time on it with us, and it helps a lot.
Erawk, it helps like to have it's like the 5th member or 4th member of the band, whatever, you know, the extra member of the band, you know, who knows who, like you are, like they know you guys, so they're like, you could do that a little better. Why don't you try it again? And
he totally does that to us too. He will do that to us. Like if we do a take, and even if we're like, yeah, cool, he'll be like, man, listen to this, and he'll play it back real quick and point something out and be like, I think you guys do better. And be like, all right, yeah, you fucking got us. All right, we'll do it again.
So from the time that you guys start demoing songs as a band, or, you know, from the time that the seeds are planted of a song, how long does it usually take for you to get them out on a record or, you know, into a recording studio?
At least a year, it seems.
We try to get in the studio at least once a year, if not twice. It's really just depends on everyone's schedule, how much we happen to be writing at the time versus playing. When we first started out, we were playing more shows. So we were just kind of writing as we were playing and, you know, trying to do everything at once and just getting down there when we could. Now we've taken a more relaxed pace of, you know, taking a step back from shows. Even before the virus outbreak, we hadn't been out there all that often playing shows, but we've been just concentrating more on the writing process, trying to get back in the studio more often, and we're trying to do single releases more often to get stuff out there. Like we plan on doing another single around August, and it's going to be the arm wrestling song, the Ballad of Lincoln Hawk, and it'll have a couple more cover songs. Because hey, everyone loves covers.
Yeah, it's a great way for us to get the covers out too, and we can only afford to copyright a couple at a time as is. So we put out a single, we get to put out a couple cover songs, and everybody gets a little more out of it than they would have.
Look at that, Erawk. They're actually paying the artists for like using the music that they record. How much does it cost to say you want to record a Billy Joel or a Ramones song? How much does it cost to do that?
Billy Joel and Ramones. That right there was we went super cheap to start off. It was like $85. They were running a special, like 25% off for a Easter special. So it ended up running us around $85. But that only licenses you for so many plays. It's up to you at that point to refill it for, like, if you do like 500 plays and you only paid for like 100, you're supposed to be the Good Samaritan and go back and pay for more. And we'll try to as we can because, hey, we're using our people's music.
This might be a much shorter episode because I'm sure everything we play from you guys is going to shut down the feed. So just so everybody knows, if we get cut, try to refresh your browser and we'll come back and rejoin in progress. So, man, I guess we got to figure out how to do that so we can put some money in your pockets, man, because you're actually paying for. It's payola, isn't that payola? You ever heard of that term? Like where you pay to play? I mean, if you're like for 500 X amount of spins, but I guess that's because you're paying somebody else. That's the license.
Yeah. We're basically paying to be allowed to play their song and legally.
Yeah, we do have like actual like little certificate things and everything, not physical form, but like in digital form that says we can do the songs.
Look at you guys, all professional and shit, man. That's amazing. Good for you, doing things the right way. So, but where do you download your illegal music downloads from?
Well, let's see. I love using torrent sites, but I hear you can find us on Russian torrent sites.
Oh, you can.
That's cool.
You can find the albums on the Russian
But we
site.
do have our entire discography is up on Bandcamp now. So anything we previously released, all the way up to current, and anything in the future will directly go up on Bandcamp.
That's kind of what we do too. How long have you? Go ahead. I didn't mean to stop your thought. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck I was going to say.
How long have you guys been together? You talked about the duration of your catalog being put onto Bandcamp. How far back does it go? When was the first release that you've put on Bandcamp?
2015, it was the Burn Umber album. But we started jamming, 2012 or 2011?
2011.
2011?
January, February.
Yeah, so we're slackers. It took us a while to get our first album out there. But
we'll tell you what, man. Let's play.
Not that done.
I was going to say, let's play the new song that you guys have as a single. We'll come back around. We'll test the Facebook bots and see if we get shut down for playing your own music, which I'm sure you're cool with, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can play our
music. We are 100% cool with this.
All right, we'll get a video snippet and clip it in there. All right, so here we go. LoudFastShitty.com, episode 390.
The world is crashing in my head. Depression lays a field of red. Instead of building up, we're breaking down. Everything's constantly changing. All around us rearranging. We're bombing one another with our doubts. And I'm looking for a way out, way out, way out. Gotta find my way out, way
still irritated.
Everything is changing, but you're stuck inside your brain. You can't escape yourself, it's driving you insane. And you don't know what to think anymore or feel. You don't know what is fake or real. So you
Yeah, for whatever reason, man, this computer's dragging, so
turn off your mind and block the sound.
that's why you guys are still watching the feed. It's like way behind.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to see if the chat was working. Mine won't work.
And I'm looking for a way.
Yeah, man, this sounds good, y'all.
Oh yeah, thank you.
This is probably the last one we wrote before going into the studio.
Yeah.
Get ready to go live, y'all.
What is that?
Get ready to go live.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
There it is, right there, man. It's Execute Order 66. Is that the record, or is that the actual the song track?
That's the record. The song track is Order 66.
Man, that's right there. I don't know if it's a world debut. Have you guys gotten any spins on this one yet? That's it's a brand new from the J.P.P. You guys gotten any spins?
That would be first, like
Yeah.
someone actually saying it and being like excited about it and stuff.
Other than that, it's
That's
just
badass. Other than that, it's just people stumbling across it or us throwing a link out going, hey,
Yeah.
go check this shit out.
Do you find Bandcamp works well for you guys with getting listens?
We just started up, so like we literally just started with this release because we go through CD Baby for our distribution.
But that just shut down,
And
right?
They just shut down their store.
Right.
and everything moved over to Bandcamp.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize they had shut down their store yet, and I was going to set everything up. I'm looking to order download cards, and they're like, oh, we don't have download cards no more. We closed our store down. I was like, oh, well, that means our entire catalog's no longer available at the direct place that we've been telling people to go to. Well, shit. That's Facebook page and all that, so it directly goes to Bandcamp now. And
And now everything is on Bandcamp.
It seems like everybody. Go ahead, Rock.
More people are fucking with Bandcamp more now than like Reverb Nation or any other things. Right?
yeah, I hear Bandcamp more often than
I don't think we fuck with Reverb Nation anymore. It's like Bandcamp and our own website or page, whatever. I mean, that's
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
as the person who updates our websites, yeah, Reverb Nation is the last on my list. It's kind of like, oh man, I guess I better update that one too.
what I'm saying.
right?
Like, is if you look across the board, artists, I don't see that many people like posting Reverb Nation or anybody like pushing it. It's like Bandcamp or your own fucking site now, you know.
Yeah, it's what.
But there was a
what's
time
up-
Reverb Nation, everybody was like,
New stuff.
who's the top of their fucking city, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
it was big for a while.
Big Pim's been up there a few times. I remember J.P.P. You guys been up there, like, but that shit is like that thing. I think it fell off. It's,
Yeah, it did. It totally just it like MySpaced out pretty
Yeah.
quick.
So I'll give you guys a little. I'm pretty adept with Bandcamp. So if you guys are selling merch, is there a plan of selling merch through your Bandcamp page?
I was looking that you can do that, and I hadn't set it up yet, but
Here's what the bummer is, and maybe I'd say where you kind of like look around is the cut that they take for the sales. Sometimes is like, damn, that was inconvenient. For instance, it doesn't like they don't take it out for every transaction. You know, of course, you know you're going through a safe and secure site. That's what you're paying for. That you know you're giving your customer peace of mind. But there's times, you know, it's not okay. So I sell a T-shirt and I sell a 7-inch and I get the money for it and it's great. Everything's hunky dory. And then a month or two down the line, you know, I sell a T-shirt and then you look in your PayPal account and there's no money in there because, well, they took their cut. Well, guess what? Now you got to drop the money to spend to mail it out still. Plus, you're not really getting any revenue for it. But you know that, so it costs money. Just be aware. We do it. We call it a cost of doing business, but you know you can't be a completely free site without giving somebody some money, right?
Right.
Very true.
Now, all our merch at the moment is linked on a Square site.
Squarespace?
Yeah, I think there's a link on our Facebook page somewhere.
I think we have it all set up on our Square site. And we'll probably just put a link to that on the Bandcamp or something if that's the case, because, we don't make that.
So all you gotta do is direct it somewhere.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think you're limited with the options. Maybe you can do it with Square, but they're still going to take a cut. I guarantee you. The best thing to do is to make a notation on your site that says best thing to do is to pay using PayPal using the friends and family option, because you always get like it's 0%. You cost $22, you get $22. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a website, or do you guys use Facebook, or do you guys plan to use Bandcamp as your main online presence?
We don't have an actual website. We had built one in the previous band, and it never got used enough. We were always on the social media sites anyway. So far, we haven't had a need for a website because of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and the Bandcamps and everything. So we just sent out links here and there. We have thought about it.
Yeah, and so what we do is we have the official Pigpen website, but we just redirect it to Bandcamp. There's a lot you can do with Bandcamp, including make your page look like an actual web page and not so much a Bandcamp site. So there's lots of options with Bandcamp. I'm pro Bandcamp, if you can't tell.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. That's our new thing to be using at the moment. So we're learning on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I signed up for Bandcamp Pro because I had to put up our entire discography.
Look at you, big spender. Holy shit, man. So what? So you did that so you could do a batch upload? Is that why?
Yeah, the batch upload.
You're in quarantine, Fozzy. Jesus Christ. You can just upload this shit all day long, right?
Fozzy, they got time. They got time, We all got time,
Yeah.
Quarantine to the fucking house. You gotta be doing something.
Fuck it. I like supporting shit, too.
Rob's been playing a teacher, right?
Yeah. I've been homeschooling my daughter. That's been a lot of fun. Bob, you got 3. That's had to be
well.
Wonderful
Only 2 of them are in school, but with becoming like the school, you also have to become the IT director and chef, and there's lots of other things too. So yeah.
The janitor, the principal, the lunchroom lady.
Yeah. And by the way, she's not on camera, but there is a new producer on the show. She's my youngest daughter, and she mans the chat room and flicks
She's over there.
Changes the video.
Shut up,
Producer
man.
Riel,
Shut
shout
up.
out everybody.
You're doing a good job over there.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, gotta love an intern.
What are you guys doing through the quarantine? Are you guys deemed essential with your daily life, or is there band practice going on? That's a lot of questions. Just go ahead and chew on that one for a minute.
We're not deemed essential because we don't work to begin with.
Yeah, we're losers.
But I'm just a stay-at-home dad.
Jobs are for losers.
Like Joey, he works for Papa John's and he can't get a night off. Jesse, he's painting and they've got him painting all the time. I think Josh is the only other one that's really been screwed by the whole thing. He can't work or do anything pretty much. He's stuck out in Davenport. We still try to get together at least every other week to have band practice, and that's about the only time we see each other.
Yeah. Well, me and him, I go over to his house a lot during the week. We hang out, watch wrestling. But it's just like, I go from here to there, and then there back to here. I stay pretty much indoors and pretty damn quarantined, which isn't too much different what I was doing before. So, me personally, it hasn't affected me a ton, except for the fact that I cannot shop at Walmart at 2 in the morning. When I fucking love to go there.
To be honest, that's probably the best time to even think about going to Walmart, because it's such a degenerate fucking central that at 2 in the morning, things are kind of chill then. You kind of got to run to the place.
Yeah. 2 in the morning, high as hell, rolling through Walmart.
Yeah. But
Who's
there's
not
only
done
a
that?
few weirdos, and you're just one of the weirdos.
Yeah, but you're high as hell, 2 in the morning at Walmart, and you're just going through Walmart, and you're just like, oh man, look at this new shit. Look at that. Look at this price, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, you're $100 on the way out. They got you.
Dude, so
Fucking
much
Wally World.
I always spend more than I should. Like, everything's unhealthy. Like, you know, I'm like, cool, I can eat for like 2 days, but I'm snacking for like fucking 3 weeks now. Hell yeah. I'm fucking set.
For me, I'm like 20 minutes into the place. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? Let me get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys
You get
had
lost
any
in that
problems
bitch.
finding stuff?
What's
Like
that?
Anything? Have you guys had problems finding anything, like toilet paper or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that toilet paper's a premium, you know, but you pretty much go to the grocery store, and to be honest, in our house, we've got enough. You know, if you need some, let me know. You know, we're happy to hook you up. Well, we found out.
I think I bought a 6-pack right at the beginning of this, and I already had some at home, and I'm like, well, I don't even need toilet paper right now, but I see it in the stores, so I don't
That's
see
funny,
it out everywhere.
I haven't seen it in one fucking store over here in Brandon. Just
Really?
nowhere. Nowhere.
Every
Every motherfucker's buying it all up over here. Everybody's got the fucking diarrhea and they're wiping their ass like all day long. Because
So
they're just.
I found it a
I
few
heard
times.
rumors of Sarasota.
Where in
I heard
Sarasota?
Sarasota has toilet paper.
Yeah.
Rock the soda by my house. You got to come in the afternoon around 2 o'clock to the Publix by my house. Always in stock.
Hell
That's
yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah, my Target, I hit it up 8 o'clock Monday morning. They've got milk, toilet paper, everything I need.
Well,
I
that's-
grab everything. That's my out for the week.
That's what they say. You got to get there in the morning a lot of times, but.
You just got to
Fuck that.
figure out what the schedule is. I found, like I said, at my local Publix down the street, go between 2 and 3, pretty much any day of the week, and they have minimal amounts in stock. Any other time you go anywhere, I've not seen it. And I've not seen it anywhere else but my local Publix.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've been anywhere but Target.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some at Target. I've seen some at Walmart. I think that was it.
Let me ask you this. You guys are from Lakeland, and, you know, we're Central Florida, the biggest grocery chain pretty much is Publix. You guys go to
Yeah.
Target. Let's talk about that for a while. No Publix? No pub subs?
I have one near me, but the Target's closer. I know my wife likes the sub. She gets them for lunch. But
I've
yeah.
never been crazy for Publix. I was always like the cheaper ghetto grocery store places like
Save a lot.
Save a Lot, yeah.
Audi.
Harvey's.
That's pretty run down, man. They don't even give you bags or
Back
anything
in
there.
the day.
Yeah, bag your own groceries.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing about Publix right now is it's probably one of the cleanest places around because them motherfuckers are cleaning constantly when you get there. They wipe your buggy down. So, in that case, you know. I don't even want to go to Walmart now, though, because the bigger the place, the more people, the more fucking chances you got, I guess, now.
Let's talk life for a minute, y'all. You know, I'm not sure what the latest update is from the president and whatever, but we're going to be reopening cities and whatnot. And you guys say you're already, you know, hanging out at home most of the time. What do you expect life's going to be over the next couple months, maybe when you try to do some shows? You got any shows booked?
Actually, kind of not till September. We're supposed to do, if it happens, we were supposed to do the 4th Punk Rock Flea Market here in Lakeland sometime in September. And then we were supposed to do 239 in
239
Fort
Fest.
Myers in beginning of October. And then we always do a big Halloween show in Winter Haven with Murder Crows at Jesse's. So we're kind of still planning on that since it's so far out there. But I was just starting to book shows for summer right before this all happened. And, of course, everything. And we're just sitting back waiting, and we're figuring first show might be September.
Yeah, you probably just, you know, chill over the summer and, you know, try to write some new music and maybe work on getting a couple new covers recorded. We've been getting a lot of home equipment, investing in a lot into, you know, the band equipment. So, like, really up our recording abilities where we can do shit on our own and, you know, just our covers and shit. we're still gonna go to Nick as long as he'll have us, because we love Nick. He does such an amazing job for us. But yeah,
dude, the production is top notch. There's no doubt.
He's the man. We call him
The
the
recordings are fucking awesome, man. I listen to a lot of recordings around here, and the proof is in the pudding right there. That shit's fucking. Your albums sound great. It's a leap, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would recommend Nick to anybody wanting to get a couple songs out there. You know, he just got his own studio set up. It's in a little shopping center and everything. It looks super cool. It's so chill inside, and it makes it feel like you're in his living room, like you're at a home. But you've got all this space to record and everything you need, and he's such a super chill guy. You know, he takes his time and he talks with you. I can't say enough good things about Nick, actually.
He's fucking cool. I love Nick to death. He's awesome.
Let's listen to another track real quick that you guys have done. I assume with Nick. This was called "What Cats Like Boxes."
Yep.
What's the inspiration on that song? Is it obvious?
Well, okay. So let's see. This song originally had a different title. I don't know if you guys do this when you're writing songs, just have like the working title for a song, and then you eventually change it to something else.
Yeah.
We do that from time to time. A lot of times our working title becomes the actual title. Songs like the song you opened up with, My Heart Don't Pump No Koolaid. That was obviously a working title, but we turned it into the title. Fort Walrus. That's another old song of ours that just ridiculous title, but we never changed it.
Cats Like Boxes originally started out as Betty White Turns Me On.
That's funny.
I can see why you changed it. All right, here it is. It's loudfastshitty.com, episode number 360. Cats Like Boxes. It's the J.P.P. here in the studio. Bob and Erawk. Loud Fast Shitty.
Woo! That's great. As soon as he asked what's the deal with this song, I wanted to make sure that got thrown out there.
Yeah, it's Cats Like Boxes right here. LoudFastShitty.com, episode number 390. Hanging out with the J.P.P. Lakeland, Florida zone.
In the place, in the base.
Erawk also over there. Erawk, what's new with you today, man?
Not much. Same as yesterday.
Same as always. Same as it ever was.
Chatting in Canada. Tuned in with Canada today. Now we're in Lakeland.
That's right, man. That's right.
Talk about slumming it.
So talk about slumming it.
That was awesome. That was a badass song. That was a fucking badass song, no doubt. That's fucking sounds awesome, man.
You know what I like about the new stuff, man? It's the fact that it's coming from you guys. Not to blow, fill your heads up too much with air, but it really sounds unique and different to what's local to our scene. I put that in air quotes, because there's a lot of bands that are around, and you have something that's a little different, man. It's a unique sound. I like it, man. So, fucking thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. We do our best just to not pigeonhole ourselves as it is. We're a punk rock band, but we're not. We like to play all kinds of different stuff. If you look at the last album, I want to do like a lounge type. It turned into a Rick hole on the last album. Some of the songs still have that punk feel. Some of them have a metal feel. It's really, we don't even try to stick into one area. We just kind of do what we feel, and I like how it comes out like that. You get a more natural sound, and it doesn't sound as forced in the end. I felt our last album was a little bit forced together. This one feels more like does the up and down, and you can just sit back and get into the whole thing. The music changes, and you don't feel like you're hearing the same song for 20 minutes.
There's a definite progression from the last recording to where you're at right now, man. So, fucking kudos. When you make a single, what's the idea behind a single? Is it something that you're going to release as a 7-inch? Is it a video? Is that ever a part of the discussion? You guys don't have a lot of videos, and you said you're going to work on one. What's the working plan?
So we're actually the first video that we're hoping to get out there, hopefully sometime soon, is going to be for the song Order 66. As far as what prompts us to release a single, it just kind of changes from single to single. Like the first one we did, the Now with Jello EP that had One-Eyed Willie on it. We chose that because it was a song about Thanos, and it was right around the Avengers, the Endgame release into the theaters. So we wanted to get that out there around that time period. That was our motivation for that particular song. This song, Order 66, we just felt it was the strongest, catchiest song. Just a good representation, just kind of what we wanted to put out there. And found a couple cover songs that we felt paired well with it. And the actual artwork was done by my son's girlfriend. Her name's Christina Bell. She's about to graduate from Wholesale College, going into like video game animation. Amazing artist, wonderful human being. So glad my son's dating her. And
it's promising the new world right there, Foz.
Oh man, it was cool though. So like we were happy to have her do the artwork. It turned out wonderful, and it happened to just kind of fit into what's going on right now as well, accidentally. Like it wasn't really intentional, but the song, it's like being stuck in your head. Well, we're all stuck in our houses right now. Real easy to get stuck in your head. I mean, can't fucking go out anywhere. I mean, so it kind of just like naturally fit into the time. We didn't even actually fully mean to.
Yeah, and this, if we do a video, it'll be for that song, Order 66, and the idea is kind of like one of those quarantine videos. We'll all do it individually and put it together, I guess. It'll be something new for us to play with.
Who's going to do the video work? Do you guys have somebody in mind, or are you going to do it yourself? And what's the plan on that aspect with the new frontier?
As of right now, it's all in our hands. We don't know anybody that does video production. So if somebody's out there listening, we need some videos done. So
I think Bob's trying to hint at the fact that he might be able to help us out a little.
Yeah.
Not I just know somebody, you know, so.
Yeah.
Hey,
he might know somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy right here, but
the guy there. Oh,
we have been totally lost on the making a video front, and being that we're the band, it's hard for us to videotape ourselves while we're doing it. So,
but that's when becoming an artist really comes into play, I think. And I guess as an artist, as much that you can keep in house, that's awesome. I also like involving outside contributors, and it would be interesting to see what somebody else's vision of maybe one of our songs would be. But, as much as, Rock does a lot of great video work. He takes pride in his camera angles and his equipment and, not the quickest fellow, but goddamn, man, he's totally into it.
Yeah, it takes time, man. Everything takes time,
Everything takes time. But
that shit takes time. We're slack-ass motherfuckers. I mean,
hey, but you know what?
So, how many years have we been out? We don't even have a real official video. We got that old-ass Land Down Yonder thing that we did in a living room, on accident. That video was 100% just done on accident. We were recording the track for a song, and Rob was just singing along with his cell phone and videotaping everything. And it came out actually all right. I mean, but we never called it an official video release or anything. But it's there. It's funny.
Well, if you look at the Pigpen videos, you like my work. That's the shit I do.
I liked all the Pigpen videos, actually. I think you did a great job on those.
Yeah.
It's a matter right now, we got to get past all this shit, because we're working on a new video too, but I'm kind of switching over to maybe a lyric video or something now for the meantime because of quarantine.
We can't get together and fucking do any videos.
Right, it's hard enough just to get together to practice for an hour or so, much less spend a day on a video. Yeah, that's why we thought this whole doing it individually and trying to pop it together, maybe we can do that.
Well, that's the quarantine music videos right now. That's what's going on with that right now. That's what's going on. Quarantine.
It's been a really good one.
However, it's got to get done. You got to have a video for... you got some good shit going on here. You got to have something to come with it,
Yeah, that is the plan, though. Videos should be the next step.
Hey, fuck MTV. They may not fucking care about music videos, but to me, music videos are still something. I still enjoy watching music videos, so...
Does MTV still play music videos?
No.
Nah, fuck them.
I like MTV5 or something, maybe.
I don't even fucking... They don't exist to me no more.
Whenever I see a video for a band now, I see it online. And
of course.
That's the only place.
But I still enjoy watching a video because it gives you a little bit more to the band. It gives you a little bit more insight to the song, to whatever, it builds that vision that just, it's still enjoyable,
Dude, I remember rushing home from school so I could set my VHS machine there to record the Chili Peppers on some show that afternoon or something like that. I used to love seeing what the band looked like live,
Yeah.
Oh, Headbangers Ball every fucking week. I watch Headbangers Ball on fucking MTV at 11 at night, 11 to 2 in the morning. And then I had a cassette recording The Pit on 98 Rock because it came on at midnight.
Yep.
So as soon as it came on, I just hit record on it in the other room or have it turned down or whatever, so I could continue watching fucking Headbangers Ball. And then after that got done, I'd go back and listen to The Pit. Fucking
yeah, man. I've done all the same shit, bro. Absolutely. Grew up in the video world, recording radio. I used to record. It was a show on WNF. It was Dark Horizon, and I used to record them every fucking week. Then I'd ride around, listen to it.
Horizons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would kind of depict and find out the songs, and then I'd go down to the fucking record store,
Yeah.
Aces Records back in the day, or whatever fucking was around, and
Alternative records as well.
yeah, alternative record store.
Alternative.
Aces were my favorite.
Aces was
But that's new shit. I go down there and find that fucking thing, and there I go.
That was half the fun, though, going out and finding the stuff. We didn't have that instant access that we do nowadays. We go, let's think of a band, and type it in, and there it is. There's their videos, their albums. We had to, hear the band. Track down a record store that might fucking have their album or cassette tape.
Or get them to order for you.
Yeah, I drove, from here to Clearwater or Jacksonville just to get a cassette of some band, because that's the only alternative record store that had it in Florida, at the time. Now you just get online and go, I got it, look at this,
Did you guys ever get into tape trading or any of that? Like when people were getting into that culture where they're making tapes of their local scenes? Did you ever get into that?
I did, yeah. I used to make a lot of cassette tapes and trade them off with bands and make compilations of everybody that I could get a hold of. And we just did it shows, we never charged for them. But it was a way to get everybody's music out there at the time. So, and there's not a lot like that right now. We don't have good compilations or anything where all the bands are getting together and doing something.
The digital age is completely...
It's destroyed that whole... Bands are getting together.
I don't know. We just got to find a way to bring it all together and join it in. Maybe we've lost the medium that makes it, easy to do that. Maybe you can't... first there was cassette tapes you did it on. Then there was CDRs. And, then, CD printing became affordable. And, now, so it's online. But you just got to have that presence and... nothing wrong with pooling your resources together, man.
True.
Putting a bunch of bands together that on call it a compilation and share it, hoping it makes its way to the fucking internet torrent sites,
Definitely. We would love to do a comp sometime soon. We've talked about it. We actually want to do a couple splits. One of them was with you guys, actually.
Yeah, we would love to do a split with you guys.
Let's do a vinyl. We got some songs in our pocket.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. When we did the vinyl album, the red vinyl, a couple years back, and it was a band from California and a band from New Jersey and us, and I just thought that, because we all got to cross promote all over.
You're talking about this guy right here, right?
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, that one.
So this is a very cool acquisition I just happened to have right beside me, and so what? There's 12 bands on here. It's put on a very awesome red vinyl.
No, it's just 3 bands.
3 bands, 12 tracks.
Well, there's 12. Okay, well, you're right.
Sorry.
3 bands. So, what are the songs that you guys contributed to this record?
It was
Toilet Paper, Torches,
Anti-Bean, and
Cock of Ages,
Meathead.
Meathead,
that's a classic too, man.
I gotta tell you, man, look at this. It comes with a very cool poster, which comes inside. How much did this 12-inch vinyl record cost for all the bands? Did someone put this out for you guys, or was it a collaboration?
So check this out. It cost $0 for all the bands. A buddy of mine, a buddy of Rob's as well,
Craig,
a friend of ours, Craig, known him for years. Wonderful fucking dude. He absolutely loves music, loves local music, and he got this idea to put together this compilation. He wanted to do 3 bands from 3 different parts of the country. That way to get the music just spread out there. And he put all the money up. Got 500 of them pressed. Each band got 100. He kept the other 200 to sell and make his money back, which he did. He made all his money back. He's completely happy with the way it turned out. The bands are all happy as shit about it. It was cool.
When did this record come out?
Right there.
When did this record come out?
What was that?
When did this record come out?
Oh fuck.
That's a good question. 2015 maybe.
I got to ask you this question. So you guys are labeled on here as the Jim Parsons Project, but I want to show you this picture, and I want you to tell me who that handsome fellow is with the mask on right there.
That would be me. See, I was wearing a mask before this whole virus thing.
Look at that, man! On the back of the record, you guys you're wearing a mask now. What was? How did you get your hands on a mask, and why did you think it was appropriate for a band photo?
We had just gotten out of another band, and I was trying to, not be the singer from the previous band. So I bought that. It was for dog grooming, actually. And I started wearing it at shows until someone's girlfriend told me, we can't hear shit because it's all muffled through that mask. So I had to stop wearing it. But I enjoyed it.
Did you have a cool nickname to go with that at first, like maybe the Butcher or something like that? Or the Groomer?
See, that would have been cool, but no, unfortunately, no.
You had a nice Captain Spaulding t-shirt there too, man.
I still
saw
have
that.
shirt. It's almost falling apart, though.
Rip to Sid, man.
I love that, man. Or love Rip.
Yeah, man.
So, dudes,
howdy, folks. Come on in.
Let's play another track, man. This one, I believe, is a cover. I Want to Live. Is that a Ramones track? Sounds very Ramonesy.
Yeah. That is a Ramones track. That is one of the ones we did for that Ramones Tribute 13 back a few years ago. And we gave away the 4 tracks. We recorded them all back then, put them all on a CD, and just gave them away that night at the show. And
like 30 discs. So like basically, if you happen to get one of the 30, cool.
Yeah.
I do. I got one.
Hell yeah.
I think I got one too.
And all the bonus songs on it too.
Yeah, exactly. And
I got the radio DJ version.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get some of those songs out there. So here's the first one, and the next one will come out on the next single.
Fantastic. Here it is. It's loudfastshitty.com. I Want to Live with the J.P.P.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I've been thinking it over, and I know just what to do. Well, I've been thinking it over, and I know I just can't help myself. Well, I'm a gypsy prince, covered in diamonds and jewels, and then my lover exposes me, and I know I'm just a damn fool. Well, I'll give what I got to give, I'll give what I need to live, I'll give what I got to give. It's important if I want to live. I want to live. Well, I want to live my life. I want to live. I want to live my life. As I load my pistol, a fine German steel, and never gonna be so down and out, having my last meal. But I know I could do it. It just took a few years as I execute my killer.
All right, man. LoudFastShitty.com. LFS number 390 with the J.P.P. Jim Parsons Project. That was a Ramones ditty. So you guys paid up, what, $85 for that?
Well, that was the cost of that and the other cover that we did, My Life, the Billy Joel song. It was $85 for the two of those.
It was a twofer, huh? You got to buy one, get one free?
No,
special.
Yeah, like a little over 40 a piece.
I want to say something. Something that's, I've listened to you guys. We've been friends since the Rinker days. I watch you guys go through your progression. And J.P.P. is like the most polished. You guys become that entity. And every album, the progression. But there's one thing that I noticed about you, Rob, that your ability to just, like you heard the Ramones, the way you did your voice there on some of this new tracks, the way you're pushing your voice. Sometimes it almost don't sound like you for a second. You're like, oh, that's still Rob. That's fucking badass. I've watched the progression of you being, the vocals, being a front man and just really being able to push your boundaries, and you're just pushing them, Because, you're doing some shit. Sometimes I'm like, damn, that's you? Like that one song we listened to earlier, like, damn.
Rob, you ever sing in church?
No, I think I would set on fire if I stepped into a church, actually.
That's what I thought.
But with the songs, it's the same thing. I don't want to sing the same style every song. So I try to think of a band I like or something like that and try their style when I'm coming up with songs with lyrics. And that way, none of our songs have to sound exactly like the last one if the vocals don't sound the same.
Yeah. But that's what makes you guys so unique, is your ability to, everybody else is, backing you up, but the way you do your vocals and.
So, Rob, I heard you identify as a punk band, and, you're also at the same time talking about how you're trying different styles. What is punk to you, and how are you guys punk rock?
To me, punk rock has always been about being an individual and doing things the way that you want to do them, regardless of what everybody else is telling you. And that's exactly what our band does. We do whatever the hell we feel like doing, whenever the hell we feel like doing it. And we just, it's our money, it's our time. So we're just out here having fun. To me, that's punk rock. Doing it yourself, the old DIY style, and doing it your way and getting it done on your time frame and still being there to entertain everybody else at the same time. That's great. To me, that's punk rock.
Let me tell you about one of my most favorite tales. I don't get to tell this story often. So Pigpen did a show with the J.P.P. and another band, which shall remain nameless because fuck them. But we did a show up in Lakeland. It was the show that never happened. And when you looked in the marquee, it said for the night, like, punk rock show. And it was like, it was going to be this big event. So we show up to Lakeland, Florida, and Pigpen doesn't play Lakeland very often. This might have been maybe the second time, if not the first time, that we ever showed up for a gig. You guys opened up the bill and, played your set, and, you could see the people with their ears covered up, and they're like, oh, my God, this is not going to happen. And by the time that you guys were done with your set, the show was over. And, I mean, it's not like anything bad happened. There was nobody fighting. Nobody was being weird. You guys were just really fucking abrasive. And the funny thing was, you guys were playing, like, some cover songs and some songs that were quote-unquote popular to where at least people knew them, right? And
right. We were trying, yeah.
Right.
We tried a little bit.
This club in Lakeland, Florida, and you guys got to fill me in on the name, they were so scared of us that they paid us very well that night. And it was the most money we had probably made for a show that we never played in our entire lives. It was amazing.
It was called Ybor Wine and Spirits.
That's right, in Lakeland, Florida, 40 miles away.
I always wondered why the name, but they're still open, too.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're just, it's not punk rock, man. they got to feed the fucking cougars down there, them
Oh yeah, it's
classics. You know, the
I
classics.
was wondering, what did they expect? I mean, they put punk rock show on the marquee.
They
Did
literally, it was that
It goes back
generic.
to the question. They didn't know what punk rock was. You know,
Right.
they didn't get it.
It was already a problem before we even started playing. I took my shirt off to get on stage, and they're like, "You can't take your shirt off." I'm like, "Well, I'm not playing the fucking show with my shirt on." So, like, you just deal with
Fozzy,
it.
I've never even seen you wear a shirt, dude. How many shirts are in your wardrobe?
About 7, maybe.
Walk me through them. What's in there? Do you got your court shirt, your wedding shirt? What all you got in there? How many band shirts you got?
I have. They're all pretty much band shirts. Like, I don't own anything else. I have like a King Diamond shirt.
Nice.
A Massacre shirt. 2 different J.P.P shirts. Ulcer. Butch Queen and the Bad Habits. Some weird Da Vinci guy playing a guitar that my mom got for me. But it's black, so I kept it. And the designs, all right, whatever. And I don't know, I think that's about it. I have a really old Iron Maiden shirt and a really old, like, Night of the Living Dead shirt, but they're both, like, about dead. Oh, and the band Individual. I have a really old Individual shirt that you pretty much can't even read anymore.
At what point is it necessary for you to wear a shirt?
Public. Like,
shopping.
Yeah, shopping. Those places that have that damn shoes and shirt fucking signs. Like,
right.
Other than that, I don't care. Like,
It's
shirts. And the cool thing about my shirts, I did not buy any of those shirts besides our like my personal band shirts.
Right.
Every other shirt was given to me by someone. So, like, that's kind of my. Oh, I have one other shirt that just reminded me. Cliff Burton saying it should have been Lars.
Hell no.
So,
that would be my favorite shirt. That would be the one you couldn't read anymore.
Well, it's one of my most recent shirts, so it's still pretty new looking, but it will probably die to death after, a quicker time than some of the other shirts because it does get thrown in my rotation quite regularly.
Right. Well, it's part of your signature, man. Like, you didn't wear a fucking shirt back in the Rinker days, right?
I don't think you ever wore a shirt, dude.
That's
what I'm saying. I don't remember you.
Like,
the only time I ever see you in a shirt is like when you, like you said, kind of out in public, not playing a show, or it's kind of your. That's you, man.
Yeah.
Like you used to never stand on the stage. Remember them? That was your signatures, spitting out blood. This Fozzy's a fucking legend, man. If you don't know this. Fozzy is legend of some of the shit he's done.
Some of the earliest Pigpen shows that we did back in the late 90s, mid to late 90s, were with Rinker there in Lakeland. That's probably the last time that, before the Ebor or whatever it was called, show that we played. There was probably at the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Mad Hatter, yeah, probably. Or Evolution, did you ever play there?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. But I saw some photos that you had, and it felt like I've seen that before, but I don't recall ever playing there.
It was a little record store, and then the whole venue was in the back room of the record store. It was awesome, actually. But it probably was a Mad Hatter.
Yeah, probably the Hatter back in the day. If it was late 90s, it would have been the Mad Hatter for sure.
Oh, it was definitely the Mad Hatter. Yep. So I remember it was, for us coming from Tampa, it was a long drive to get there, Tampa to Lakeland. Not really, but it was an event just to get there. Like, hey, we had to load up in the same vehicle and go to a show, and it's very nondiscreet. You guys were at church though, right?
The owner of the Mad Hatter, Mark Barton, Christian man, he was a pastor, and it was part of his outreach ministry, Sanctuary Youth. And But he kept it very separate. He kept church out of the shows, and pretty much, the shows were out of church. Like, if you were there for a show, you weren't going to hear about God all night or get, told Bible verses or anything like that. He might make one random announcement. We do church on Sunday afternoons.
Yeah, for anybody who's interested, come on down.
But we get a fucking TV. We'd get a TV and write all this shit on it, and none of us would give a fuck, but we all take a baseball bat and beat the fuck out of this TV. That's the kind of sermons we did,
Yeah.
The Church of Self-Destruction and Mutual
That's our
Destruction.
link right there is Mad Hatter, Lakeland. It was all about skateboarding. We didn't give a fuck about the sermons and shit. It was about eating food, skateboarding, playing music. That's
yeah.
It was kind of like a for the outsiders. Like we didn't fit into like the normal churches, and a lot of normal churches didn't like. They were scared because the metalheads, these punk rockers, they're heathens. They're going to hell. They don't want you at their church, and they're all, what I mean? It's that judgment. So this was a place. This was a place that we could, do our thing.
Exactly. It was judgment free. Mark accepted everyone. Shows Saturday nights could have some of the most satanic bands you ever seen play.
Yeah.
Come back and play again.
This was an epic time, man. It was an epic time. There was, it was a scene there. It definitely was.
Little tidbit of what Mark Barton is currently doing. He is actually a Sasquatch hunter on YouTube. He has like over 17,000 followers.
Wow.
Some other guy, they do Sasquatch hunting.
All right, because I may have never, ever found that on my own. Where might we find some information on Mark Barton, Sasquatch hunter?
I am not 100% sure right off the top of my head, but right after we get off here, I'll look it up real quick. I'll shoot you a link.
Well,
put it into the link.
Off of Facebook and all that, and I haven't seen shit about him forever.
I mean, on YouTube, if you search Mark Barton, like I say, he has like 17,000 followers. So
does he go down to Ochapi down there at Chapi, the Skunk Ape headquarters?
I'm not sure. I haven't
down there by Miami, down there that way, Ochapi.
I haven't
Everglades.
in a while, so I'm not actually sure where is that.
I can't think of that fucking. He's like the known Sasquatch fucking hunter in the fucking Florida, down there Ochapi. At the head, you actually go down there. It's a fucking headquarters. I can't think of the fucking guy's name right now, but that's his whole life down there. Is Skunk Ape, Sasquatch. They call it Skunk Ape down there. Yeah.
I've heard that.
Fucking Mark, man. Mark's an awesome dude, man. I've had the privilege of growing up with him, and that guy fucking gave his shirt off his back, man. He was always there for us, and cool motherfucker, man.
It was very cool. Everything he did with the Mad Hatter.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Nothing but fucking respect, man. Because he didn't have to do that shit. He did a lot.
No, he didn't have to do any of it. No. Yeah, and
the Mad Hatter.
Free.
The Mad Hatter, the original Lakeland, when it came out, there was a bottom floor. We had a half pipe in there. We had a stage. The second level is where we had like coffee. You could have drinks and food. Because we do the sermon down there in the bottom too. But then the third floor, there was more skate ramps up there.
Yeah,
that's where I met Andrew Reynolds. He got signed with Tony Hawk and Birdhouse and all that. Remember, he's from Lakeland.
Yep.
Yeah. That's where I met you.
Yeah, but that's our link. This is where we come from. This Mad Hatter is an interlink to a lot of us, man.
That's where I met Rob, actually. Yeah.
So fucking. That's some local shit right there. That's
you guys played in the '90s at the Hatter in Lakeland. That was my first time seeing Pigpen. I wasn't even in a band. I just hung out at the Hatter all the time, did security and shit.
See, I had a friend. Matt Barton, the drummer, and we had a friend. He had a friend named Aaron.
Yeah.
And Aaron, I was at his house one day hanging out, and he shows me this the first Pigpen album with the kid in the toilet. He's like, nice. And it's crazy. And years later, here it comes, full circle, and this local people. Everybody knows everybody and meets somewhere. We link, some real shit. But fuck yeah, Mad Hatter, man, that lives on forever, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got that shit tattooed on my arm. Fucking love the fucking Mad
It's
Howard.
real shit. It's real shit.
What are you guys drinking over there? You got a green can. Are those Heinies in a can?
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
You guys are the hardcore motherfucking partiers of Lakeland, Florida, aren't you? You got a bag of fucking Funyuns over there too?
No
snaps. No snaps.
No, we've just been smoking a bunch of pre-rolls and cigarettes and just fucking drinking Mountain Dew, and we're lame and old.
You guys are probably like, are you guys best friends together?
Yeah. Yes.
How far apart do you guys live from each other?
Quite a while now.
You guys like brothers, man.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
we met back in like '95, but I joined Rinker in '99. I actually bullshitted my way into Rinker in '99. He didn't have a bass player, and I was over there hanging out one day, and he was like saying, something about needing to find a bass player. I'm like, oh well, dude, I could play bass for you. I don't have any equipment. He's like, oh, we got equipment. That's no problem. It's like, oh yeah, I could play bass for you then. I had played bass a total of 15 minutes in my life.
I think that's how Erawk got the gig, right?
Isn't that how all bass players get their gigs?
I mean, I knew the concept. I knew that the bass guitar followed root notes. I was a shitty guitar player, so I knew the basics of a fretboard and where notes were and things like that. So I was like, I can bullshit my way through, and I'll learn eventually. And, like 6 months or a year later, I was like, yeah, okay, I can kind of play bass a little now. But, I mean, yeah, I totally shit my way in. But, yeah, but ever since then is, like, when we've really started, like, hanging out all the time and, like, really being around each other constantly. Like, right around then, we started living together up until...
The whole band lived together.
Yeah, the whole band lived together for a while, pretty much.
Did you guys have a name for your palace? Because Pigpen did that. We had the Pigpen Mansion. Did you guys have a name for your humble abode?
We had the Ponderosa, which was a little bitty apartment with a small loft above the living room for a while, and then we moved out there and moved into Fozzy's.
Yeah, I always said the Rinker house. That was the most common of those days, was the Rinker house. Go over to the Rinker house,
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where we're at right now. Rinker house.
Yeah.
In Fozzy's dungeon.
Yeah. Dungeon.
Where did the Rinker name come from? Was that a thing with the construction equipment?
It kind of was. It was supposed to be like that guy in a mosh pit that starts the mosh pit, the one that's actually running in a circle.
Right.
And that was the concept. But then we saw that there was a concrete company and we could get some free T-shirts out of the deal. So we went ahead and used that too.
That's what you call selling out, right?
I don't know. We kind of stole the T-shirts and sold them and kept the money. Is that selling out?
You guys can have a bunch of T-shirts and then you can make some money off of it. Whatever works, man.
I tell you what, though, the Rinker years, man, that's where you really grinded. You really found your niche from that, because you guys, the early punk, were a lot more punkish at one time, and then you went through a little bit of heavy, your metal side. Rinker went through them phases, man. And when I look at J.P.P, it's like I see this, all that, what you found your way, and it's all of that together and more, because the other members of your band in this era are just all you guys are key pieces that make this sound the way it sounds. You get that,
And technically, everybody that's in the J.P.P was in Rinker at one point.
Let me ask you this question. So you guys...
Rinker went through a lot of people. It changed and changed. JPP's, you all been pretty solid since you came together.
Yeah, we've been
Rinker was a lot of people going through the years.
Well,
are there
define of you guys,
Are there any former members of the JPP? It's totally original. Everybody's the same. No one's changed.
I was going to say we do have one former member. we had a keyboard player at the start.
Shane, right?
Shane Campbell,
Shane.
As far as we know, he's still in the band,
I mean,
but we don't see him.
he's like an honorary member, but like we haven't seen him in a long time. So if you happen to see this, Shane, hey, like
Drop in, man. You got gigs coming up at the end of the year.
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, your spot's open. We have a badass mixer for you to plug in now. Like, we can make you sound really good now.
Other than that, it's all original members.
Yeah, all
we
original.
started out. Josh just didn't want to play drums after being in Rinker for so long. He wanted to play guitar, and Jesse was his drum tech, so he got us to move up. And everybody got to switch around a little and do what we wanted to, and we just stuck with it. Everybody's been really happy doing it this way.
Dude, it's quantum leaps, man. Quantum leaps. I'm telling you, you guys have just you got the fucking medicine there. It's the recipe is there. You got that fucking badass studio. That dude's. I mean, you got the recipe, man. You guys are fucking killing it. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you.
From my point of view, I've watched you guys the whole fucking progression. So I know it. I see it. Fucking, it's killer shit, man. You guys are one of the real deals, still fucking tearing it down because you're creative. You're very creative, and that's what I love about your band. Just you get the nerd shit, the science shit. It's just everything. You fucking the murder shit, the horror, heavy. It's punk. It's crazy.
It's whatever's going on. They say you write what's around you. You write about life. That is our life. Our songs come out.
Yeah, we fucking watch a lot of TV and movies and shit. So like,
But is it real life? Are you talking about real life?
Some of it.
It depends. Sometimes, a lot of times TV and movie mirror real life anyways. So, so even if we're talking about something on TV, it might be something that's talking about real life. How fucking meta is that or some shit, like, but TV and a TV or something. But, like, I don't fucking...
We should hear another song. Let's check out another song.
I got one more song lined up. Are you guys about ready to wrap it up? Because, I mean, I definitely got one more song.
Oh, you only got one?
All right, one more song. I mean, I can't hang out
so
all night, whatever.
Let's talk about it and build it up as we get ready to wrap it up then.
Okay.
The last song I have to play is My Life, which is obviously a Billy Joel classic. I grew up listening to Billy Joel because I'm a child of the 70s and 80s. I was born in the late 60s, but who cares, right? So, yeah, cheers.
You say 1930s?
Yeah, exactly. The 1860s. What got you guys to all come together as a group to record this song, My Life, by Billy Joel?
Actually, it came out because it was the TV theme to Bosom Buddies, and we all knew that show, and we all loved TV, and we loved to throw in references, and that was kind of how we picked that song. It was just another TV theme that we really liked.
And then also, on top of it being a TV theme, the actual song for, Billy Joel, it's pretty fucking punk if you just listen to the actual lyric content. I mean, it's just like kind of a, fuck it. Doing it.
I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life, right?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole essence of punk,
Yeah.
Punk is not a music style.
Life,
it's a way of life, right?
Yeah, totally.
Fair assumption?
Totally.
Yeah.
The J.P.P., before we split, how do we find you guys on the web? How do we buy some of your merch and your music? Give us the actual band. Type it into the chat so it's forever notified that you can go to whatever Bandcamp. How do we find you guys on the web?
Bandcamp.com/the J.P.P. Other than that, Facebook, we're on Facebook.com.
And we try to put up links everywhere on Facebook, since everybody uses that.
It's a conduit, right?
We haven't been able to get the chat loaded here.
Yeah, my chat's not been working right either. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe refresh your browser, which is probably what I have to do. Tell you what, we'll put a post online. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it on our Facebook page or our website, www.loudfastshitty.com. Updating frequently. Every time we do an episode, I got to do an update. So we're going to keep them episodes coming and all that kind of good stuff. So, punk rock, Billy Joel, the J.P.P, Erawk, and Bob Noxious. Fucking love you guys. All you guys, thank you all for listening.
We love you guys too, man. Thanks for having us.
Fucking love you guys.
Family, man. Family.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Bring us in for some shows at the end of the year. Maybe that Halloween one, man. We might be down for this year in Orlando or wherever it is you guys do it, man. Let's
Winter Haven.
It's right here in Winter Haven.
And we need you guys to do that this year. Yeah,
that would be bad as fuck, actually.
Fuck yeah, man.
On that for sure.
Let's plan on that, and I'll talk to Jeremy from Murder of Crows on that too.
Those guys are killer too. Great Misfits cover band. All right, man. Cheers to all you guys. Drink up your Mountain Dew. I got my oatmeal raisin cookie brown ale from Cigar City. It's delicious. Don't judge me, motherfuckers. Loudfastshitty.com, episode 390. Thank you all for listening. This is the J.P.P. covering My Life by Billy Joel.
See you guys.
See you.
Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Said he couldn't go on the American way, 'cause the chap sold his house, bought